What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have a new parts method. Now, this parts method is not going to work for every single class, but it does work for motocross, rally, rally raid, demolition, and monster. So that's pretty good. All the off-road classes. Let's get into it. Let's go. All right, so as you can see, I've got a pretty decent time here in motocross. In rally, I've also got a pretty good time. Rally raid, top 5. Demolition, top 3, top 5. Monster, got the world record. So anyways, the point, I'm not trying to brag or anything. Well, I'm kind of trying to brag because I don't know, I'm competitive, but it doesn't really matter. Smart and T50 are just going to go back and take these records anyway in like 3 seconds. So the record doesn't matter, but what does matter is the amount of time it takes to finish this race. It's not really a race. It's one of those action list events, just like the other one. I'll just retry it so we can talk while I'm going through it. And basically, you're going to cheese it just like you do the XP and money method, except for this race actually gives you parts. So for motocross, let me turn the volume up a little bit. Motocross is the only one that's a little bit different. So we go here, turn around, and this is not going to be a world record run, but I'm going to just show you what I normally do. So we go through here, slow down, we turn back, and we do a little bit of a loop here for just a quick couple of seconds. And you got to make sure that you are in the center of that precision. If you're not near the center, it's not going to count. So get into the center. The very center is the only spot that counts. And once you get your targets done, you can jump in here, grab this stuff, go up here, get a little jump, turn around, use a little nos, get another jump there, and then we head to the finish, which is these bubbles right here in the middle of this field. And there you go. So that's actually a 50. That was really close to a world record, but that's basically the route for motocross. Now, I want to explain the route is a little bit different for the other vehicles. I will show you that route at the end of this video because I don't want to really go through it. Let's talk about the details of the method and why it's so good. Look at the parts that you get from this. Now, okay, I got lucky. I got some golds on this one, which is great for the video. But the more important thing is that you get 5 parts. You're basically getting 5 parts every single time you do this event. Unless you have Loot Digger, then it's closer to 9 or 10 parts. So just be aware you get 5 to 10 parts depending on your set. All right, now let's take a look at what this actually does and how it compares to other events. Check out all the events I've tested as far as parts go in Season 6. There's a bunch, right? Hummer Express was always the best at 237 per hour, but this new one called the Ace in the Red Bull Wild Ride playlist gets you a 240 per hour. It takes 75 seconds to do a lap and then reset. Now, obviously, you're not going to be on world record pace. This is based off of a 55 for motocross. Now, for the other classes, it's a little bit different. The times are a little bit different, and I'll show you the leaderboards so you know what to expect. But basically, motocross is sort of the middle of the road time, 55. So that gives you a 75 seconds because there's 20 seconds to restart the race. In the process of testing this, I did 5 runs and I got 25 parts. So 5 exactly every single time on average. The legendary percentage was 27.41. So among the lower percentages of legendaries for this, you could definitely increase that with different affixes and things like that. But this was among the lower parts of it. Now, the total time, 375, that's in seconds. Time per run, again, 75. Runs per hour, 48 runs per hour with 65 legendaries per hour. Now, obviously, 65 legendaries per hour is not the most, and that all has to do with RNG. The legendary drop rate is just very RNG per race. So what I like to judge these on is the number of parts because you do get to merge those parts together and create your own legendaries. So 240 parts per hour for the Red Bull Wild Ride, the Ace event. Hummer Express is next, riding in my Buick, then Training Beast, get it. You get the picture. Here are the best events for parts, and that's exactly how you're going to do it. Now, with that said, let's take a look at the leaderboard so you can see some of the other times. So again, motocross on average about 55. With that path, you can definitely do it in 55. It's not that difficult to do. You guys can absolutely do it. So on Monster, 39. This is, I believe, the shortest one is 39 on Monster. Monster trucks are just super grippy, and the things you have to do for Monster are slightly different, and it's way shorter. So that one's pretty good. Then you go to Rally, 45. So we're looking around the same as motocross, maybe slightly faster. We go to Rally Raid, again, 46. So I'm looking at the same, almost the same as Motocross, slightly faster. Demolition is going to be the slowest at 56. You're probably going to do this around, a minute or a minute and 5, whatever. This is the fastest way. At a minute and 5 seconds plus 20 for loading, this is the fastest way you're going to get parts for Demolition. Not that you need that, but one day we're going to need it in the summits. So this I definitely recommend for the grind method. And then of course we had the Motocross at 49. So that's basically all of it. That's the whole method. I just want to keep this video super short for you guys. So without further ado, I'm just going to let the other methods play out for you and you can just watch them. I'll have timestamps in the description so you can just skip around to the parts that you want. So hopefully this has helped. I really appreciate you guys watching this and I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.